It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide on this adventure across the East. Now today, well, we're in a hallway right now, but we're at the Eastern North Carolina CW studios, and I'm going to take you for the first time into Studio E. That's what we call where we shoot the show. Behind the purple door, you've seen this before in pictures and in video. We actually did our very first show where we went inside. Okay, so what we have is a newly renovated studio. We're going to take you in there. We're going to showcase it. It's going to be exciting. We're really excited for this prospect. When we come back in just a minute, we're going to go inside the Studio E. So hold tight. Be right back. We'll see you soon here on the East Daily Download.
Now downloading People and Places.
Welcome to Awlander. Population a little over 800, but don't let the small size fool you.
We think things are really on the upswing for a little town like Awlander is.
One of the reasons for the optimism is a relatively new restaurant. Betty's Catering and Southern Diner opened along Main Street in September 2018.
I've always cooked. I've always loved to cook.
68-year-old Betty Drake is the namesake of the place. After decades cooking for her family and in restaurants across Bertie County, she decided to take a huge step, open her own restaurant.
I never had a restaurant before, but I have been raised how to treat people, and I believe that helps too. If the food is good and you know how to treat people and friendly, I believe they come back.
And they're coming from all over Bertie County and beyond.
A Rich Square, we get them from Weldon, Roanoke Rapids.
What they're getting is old-fashioned Southern comfort food.
I make my chili from scratch.
And everybody seems to have their own favorites.
Her chicken salad has got to be the best.
Larry Drew is a regular at Betty's. He's also Awlander's mayor.
I assured her, with good food and good service and good people, you're going to have a good crowd. She's a special lady. We're glad to have her in town.
And when you visit, you won't just see Betty. You'll also see much of her family helping out.
My husband, John, a big supporter. We work so hard, and we try to, do what everybody likes, treat people nice. Because we're family, we know how to treat people. That's the way we were raised. And we get that compliment too.
And there's plenty of compliments to go around, especially for Mayor Drew when it comes to Betty's chicken salad.
It tastes like mama's, and that's what makes it so good.
And I tell them, you couldn't give me a better compliment. Oh, this tastes like my grandma's used to taste. I love that compliment. Because then I feel like, I know when I say it, when my grandma used to take, then, hey, you up there then.
It's ingrained in me.
Of course I know what the theme song.
Entertainment Tonight. That's what people want.
It's hard to think of Entertainment Tonight without.
Oh, I know it.
I mean, come on, since I was a little kid.
This is Entertainment Tonight. This is the Bible of show business.
Now downloading Meltivational Monday.
I wanted a space that felt warm, inviting, surprising. It could be inside of a barn somewhere where a group of women and men are getting together and we're talking about life. The Mel Robbins Show is not a show, it's an experience. This show is active. And so we thought meticulously about the set design itself so that I can move all over the place. I'm sneaking back here for all of my arts and crafts. I did not want the set to feel very urban and city, because this is a show about real people. I'm out to ignite change.
Hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. So when last I left you, we were about to go into Studio E and see the renovations. I'm really excited to show you this. Let's take a look together. Come on. Oh,
I made it!
What is...
I went right in the cup.
Well, why are we playing golf in Studio E? Where's the set?
Well, you know, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, please, by all means. What?
I freaked out a little bit when I first got here this morning. But then I had an idea. You know, the set is obviously still pretty bare, not ready. So, you know, now I'm just practicing because...
Why? Why are we practicing when we should be getting ready for the show? Remember the show? See the camera right there? Camera, show.
Oh, hey everybody. Yeah, I am getting ready for the show. And you know what? I got a few more details to work out. So you take this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go do that, and then I'll be back.
And Chris, why do you have a golf bag like you're a caddy?
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Here, you take that one. Okay. Well, I guess we'll be right back on the East Daily Download and figure out what we are doing. Come on, go in. Nope. I would say the floor has a slight slant, but it didn't go in either way. So we'll see you in a minute on the East Daily Download.
At 5 years old, the most important thing on a kid's mind during an art project, picking out the right color.
Koala.
Kinley is painting koala bears onto rocks.
You're gonna do another koala bear?
But there's a reason why she isn't doing her usual hearts and rainbows.
And it was about the wildfires happening in Australia and different ways to help. So she wanted to know how she could help. And first it started, you know, I could sell my things. Like she was running around the house looking for things that she could sell.
So her mom posted on Facebook at the request of Kinley.
Kangaroos and koalas, and there was a big fire.
She told everyone she'd paint a rock for a donation to help the wildlife in Australia. She also considers herself a makeup artist and will gladly do a session in exchange for money.
This is a little messy, Mommy.
We never expected this kind of response from everybody. We're up to $1,000 now, which is so crazy.
So you can imagine how busy this artist is.
She has her first appointment, well, her second appointment. Her dad was her first appointment.
Ooh, I like blue. Blue's my favorite color.
She has makeup appointments lined up and more rocks to paint.
I have lots of makeup.
And she hopes all the koalas she's painting will help the real deal.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, he divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham.
I want to take power. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Daquan Wood is lucky to be alive.
I thank God, though, because I'm still here.
Last month, as the 19-year-old student headed back to school in Virginia, an oncoming car crossed the center line into his lane. He swerved to miss it and hit an embankment.
And I hit something. My car flipped 5 times, and I flew out the sunroof.
Thrown from the car, he suffered numerous injuries, including collapsed and punctured lungs, multiple fractures, and damage to his neck.
I was in so much pain. All I could do is scream.
A passerby called for an ambulance. Vidant East Care responded and transported Daquan to nearby Vidant Bertie Hospital.
To be honest, I think that if it wasn't for East Care,
we wouldn't be able to see my brother today.
From there, he was airlifted to Vidant Medical Center in Greenville for additional treatment and rehab.
When I woke up, I was here.
The coordination of care required for a patient like Daquan happens here.
We are in the Logistics and Operations Center for Vidant Health, where the teams here are coordinating the health care of patients across eastern North Carolina.
Keeping care local and providing the right level of care at the right time and place is key to improving patient outcomes in the 29 rural counties Vidant serves.
All of our hospitals and the system itself has components here that let us know what patients need, where they are in eastern North Carolina, and how we can get them to the closest place for their care.
Because close access to care can be a matter of convenience for some patients and life-saving for others.
I'm very thankful for Vidant. I'm very thankful for everybody who took care of me.
Erica Mizell, Vidant Health News for 9 on Your Side.
Welcome back here on the East Daily Download. I'm here outside of Studio E, and I told Mark to work on a short game, and you'll see why here in a bit. Let's pop in, see how he's doing.
Come on, Chris. Be the ball. Be the ball. No, that's not it, Chris. Just focus on the ball. Be the ball. Be the ball. That's not even close. What is the problem? Be the ball, Chris. Chris, focus. No, that's... Chris, be the ball.
You know, it's kind of hard to be the ball.
You just made it. I guess See, being the ball helped.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's
Hey,
a little
what's up?
hard for him to be the ball when you keep talking.
But he made it. It helped. I got
I
right
guess
there.
It worked. I
He
guess
made
it
that
worked.
blind putt.
Well, okay, so
Yes.
his short game is on point because
Clearly.
he did that blindfolded, but yours, I'm still a little concerned with.
Hold on.
What?
No. Oh, so close. Anyway,
Close,
what's up?
Close. So, got all the details ironed out.
The details
And
of...
we are about ready to go. So,
Go where? What are we doing?
You get to find that out.
Do I
And-
need a coat this week?
No.
Okay. Well, I mean last week I needed.
That's true. But I'll tell you where we're headed, and I'll tell you where we're headed when we come back here on the East Daily Download. Would have been cool if he would have made one of those, but you know,
But
didn't happen.
Chris made the blindfolded one, so that's twice as cool.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. All right. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
Robert Downey Jr. is ditching the Iron Man suit for a new set of superpowers as Dr. John Dolittle.
Are you Dr. Dolittle?
When Queen Victoria falls ill in 19th century England, Dr. Dolittle gathers up his animal companions and sets out for a mythical island in search of the cure.
We've no choice but to embark on this perilous journey.
Everyone pack your bags!
There's only one person who's amazing enough to understand ducks, and that would be the great Dr. Dolittle.
Joining Downey is an all-star cast including John Cena, Rami Malek, Ray Fiennes, Octavia Spencer, and Kumail Nanjiani, giving voice to Dolittle's animal companions.
They were tasty, Dolittle. Hello, Patty. Hello, lunch.
You can talk to animals.
Yes.
So, how did Downey get his real-life love for animals?
We just happened to get this property, and it was an old dog and horse rescue. And then over time, sometimes it'd be a gift, like someone gave us a couple goats once. And then next thing you know, what is on your mind?
It's like, how do you give somebody goats?
You wake up in the morning, they go, surprise, and then you go out in one of the little paddocks, and there's a couple goats in there.
Nobody told me there'd be a dragon.
I'm too beautiful to die.
For Entertainment Tonight, I'm Kevin Frazier.
Watch your local WNCT 9 on Your Side news on our live stream on WNCT.com. After your favorite CBS shows, watch your local 9 on Your Side news at 11 to wrap up your day and to prepare for tomorrow with your local news, weather, education, city development, and more from across the East. Every day, WNCT 9 is on your side. Now downloading Medical Minute.
The flu-like virus has babies filling this Milwaukee intensive care unit.
I think when we got here, it was like almost 100 breaths a minute. So you could really see that he was like almost gasping for breath.
Just before Christmas, Robin and Sarah Comas' son Colton was diagnosed with respiratory syncytial virus, also known as RSV.
We were scared and confused, like we had just gone to the doctor, so we didn't expect this.
He was admitted to Children's Wisconsin, where we had to interview Dr. Michael Meyer in the hallway because the ICU is full.
For you and I, RSV is a common cold virus. For little kids, because their airways and their passages are so small, you fill that up with secretions, suddenly it's very difficult to breathe.
The CDC and state health departments don't track severe RSV like they do the flu. But besides Wisconsin, hospitals in at least 4 other states have reported a surge in cases. 3-week-old Paisley Mitchell's recovering from RSV at Arkansas Children's Hospital, which has seen 100 more patients than this time last year. After a week in the hospital, Colton is now recovering at home.
It was super emotional to take him home. We were so happy to all 5 of us be in a room together for the first time in a week.
Unlike the flu, which can spread through particles in the air, RSV is transferred by contact, which is why washing your hands and cleaning surfaces, including your phone, is so important to protect your kids.
When the trade wars started up and things started slowing down, we felt the impacts here locally just like other farmers did across the nation.
Farmers in eastern North Carolina have felt the effects of trade tensions for years.
There's been significant impact on the market, considerable pain as a result of that. So I'm still feeling the effects of the retaliation for tariffs.
In phase 1 of the New Deal, China will buy up to $200 billion in U.S. goods, including agricultural products.
We're expecting a huge impact. We hope to see soybean prices increase with the added export potential that we'll now have for soybeans going back to China. We should see prices come back up. We should hope to see more profitability for our farmers because, again, the margins are so tight today.
The trade war is not the only obstacle for farmers. From hurricanes to droughts, weather extremes are putting farmers in a tough situation.
We hope to see these things, and we're optimistic it will have positive outcomes. But at the same time, we are a bit skeptical because this is something that I don't believe will be fixed overnight.
They want people to understand the influence agriculture has on the local economy.
When the farmers aren't doing well, generally the local county economy is probably going to suffer as well.
In the winter's chill or summer's heat, a farmer works so the world can eat. Thank a farmer today. Send your thank you letters and videos to caring@WNCT.com.
Now downloading Southern Stars.
Hey, we're in Greenville to meet this week's Southern Star.
Hi, Pam. I'm David Sawyer from WNCT-9 on your side, and on behalf of our community partner, Southern Bank, we're here today to honor you. You are a Southern Star.
Pam is one for wanting to do for people. She came up with the idea to start a knit and crochet group at our church, and it's just been such a good ministry.
Pam Roebuck shares her talents spreading kindness and warmth through knitting hats and blankets to old and young patients alike.
I just love it, and I crochet or knit all the time and take hats to the hospital and blankets, and we do prayer shawls at the church and give them to people who are sick, and we give them to the hospital here, the babies here, and I've mailed some to Raleigh, to Wake Med. Some of our prayer shawls have gone as far as Well, some have gone to Texas.
When she's sitting, she's got needles in her hand.
And she's
Crocheting or knitting all the time. I told her she's going to get arthritis, but she's going to enjoy it while she gets it.
She's always been generous with her time and her efforts, and anything she can do, she helps. Anything, on a personal level, on a big level, at work, at home, in the community.
Southern Bank likes to thank you for your positive impact in the community.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Pam. And if you know someone in your community making it a brighter place, make your nomination as well by going to WNCT.com/stars.
Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Jerry does a good job. He lets you know when something is finna transpire. I have the app on my phone and the radar on my phone. It helps me know when the storm is coming up. One moment I really appreciated was when Hurricane Florence was about, and the way Jerry really let you know what was going to happen. That was one moment that made my decision for us to leave town. Craven County, we got hit bad. I just wanted to say, y'all continue to do what you're doing.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. That was really close.
It was.
So, Lauren, tell everybody what it is we're going to be doing for the rest of this week, where we're going, etc.
We are going on location to Captain Jack's Mini Golf right here in Greenville.
I need to keep working then.
Yeah, you know, actually, I tried to tell you, you should probably be at these balls that are a little closer to the cup because, you know, seem to be having a bit of a hard time.
The floor is not level, but that
hopefully
that sounds like an excuse because Chris hit it blindfolded.
He did. So hopefully, you know, you'll have a little time to work. We'll give you a few more minutes to work on your short game here, and then we got to head out. We got to get going, man.
So the rest of the week, where are we again?
Captain Jack's Mini Golf.
On location, East Daily Download. We'll see you there, right?
See you there.
Okay.
All right. Are you sure you don't want to? You don't want to move up here?
Tuesday, when we hit the road in the next edition of the East Daily Download, we pay a visit to Captain Jack's Mini Golf in this week's Down East. We'll see how a North Carolina school is supporting Australia. We go behind the scenes of FBI's Most Wanted on CBS. And we take a look at a new roommate trend sweeping the nation on the East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.